Hi, welcome or welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time seeing my hands, hi, I'm Erin, Planning Life with Erin, and I'm so excited you decided to stop by and check out this video. Thank you so much for being here. And if you are returning, hey, how have you been? All right, guys, it is not March anymore. I am like, where's this time going? March went by super duper fast. Excited to be 1 month closer to summer, but still just not used to the whole April thing. So like it's April 3rd, definitely not used to it being April, but we'll get there. It is a birthday month, so that's pretty exciting also. And we're having a well, we're not going to experience the total eclipse, but 92 to 96% coverage, and not too bad. So a lot of cool things happening in April, but we are going to see how March was. So this is going to be a flip of the Hobonichi weeks and my Hobonichi cousin. So if you're into that, stick around. And if you're interested in subscribing to the channel, and just do it now so you don't forget, and then hit that little bell notification so you're notified anytime we come out with something new. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, or any video on our channel, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It helps the channel and we truly appreciate it. All right, so we'll start with the Hobonichi weeks. Let's see, let's get to March. So this is my spring start. It was kind of bittersweet because let's see, we ended, I'm trying to, the last week was a full week of March. So let's see, this is March, that's March. I don't know if this is March or not. That's March. And then this must be February going into March. So this is the downside. So the way that I use my Hobonichi weeks is I use it more as a like list and trackers and things like that. Absolutely love it. I've said this in other videos. I'm thinking about kind of like switching up a little bit, but at the same time, like why mess with something that works so well for me? I do get a little bored sometimes, but we'll see. We'll see what April brings. Anyway, subscribe to the channel so you can see if this evolves into anything else. But the downside is that sometimes, most of the time, I block off the top section. So it makes it a little harder when I'm doing my flip throughs. So maybe I can do something like put like a little star on it, or something that marks like what the month is. But anyways, okay, so this was part of February into March. We might have already done this one in my February flip through. This was Mandy Lynn Plans. I had used this kit before. Absolutely love this. Such a cute kit. And actually, you guys, if you have seen my full flip, then you probably already saw this. But in case you haven't, we'll do it again. These stickers are from the Washi Tape Shop. I love these stickers. I'm actually planning on doing some journaling spreads with these. I really love the clocks and the gears, and they're just so beautiful. And the way that they just melt into the page is really, really nice. And then we have the Thecoffeemonsterzco. This one was Pastel Galaxy, maybe. I was kind of going for like spring vibes. It's been raining here for forever. We get like 2 or 3 days of maybe sun, and then the rest is all rain and gloomy. So trying to brighten up my world by brightening up my spreads. And then this is, I think, Spring Ahead. Also, also by the Thecoffeemonsterzco. I try to mix things up in my Hobonichi weeks, but I also like to have things match. So the Hobonichi cousin is just 100%, or I should say 99.9% Thecoffeemonsterzco. I can't help myself. Makes me happy. I just go with what makes me happy. So this was the last spread. This was March. As you can see, I didn't fill it out completely. We were away from Thursday through the holiday weekend, so I didn't do a planner check. I was planning on it, but then I didn't. I just decided to just visit and really just take some time to unplug and play some games and like just kind of get back to me. So I did not do a vlog and I didn't do a planner check-in, but this is what happens when I don't do a planner check-in. I don't get back to it and I don't fill it out. I'll check off things on my to-do list, but sometimes I don't have, no, that's the wrong statement. I always have the time. Sometimes I just don't feel like it, I guess. So I really do enjoy doing my weekly planner check-ins because it keeps me accountable. So love this one. This was the Thecoffeemonsterzco, but this was the March monthly kit. These colors are just like chef's kiss. Love these colors together. So I bought it and I didn't use it in the monthly. I used it in my weekly spread, and that's okay. And I really like how it came out. Okay, I feel like that wasn't a lot, but this is going to be retired. This is my spring start from last year. If you're curious to see the entire flip through and a partial setup of my January start, that video is a few videos down. Go check it out. Okay, so this is the Hobonichi Cousin. Let's get to our monthly. That's January. March. Look how pretty that is. I'm just going to say that. I love these colors. I think I actually might get another Hobonichi Weeks kit. And then I did just put in an order for some of like the add-on pieces so I can create more spreads, because I'm just like really obsessing over these colors right now. It's like sort of the color scheme of the cozy desk setup that we are in the process of. It's like a long process because I don't have millions of dollars, so I can't just like buy everything at the same time. But I'm really loving this color scheme. So I did read a lot in March, but yet I still haven't finished my book. I think I've said this before. I can read like a book in 2 days, or I can read a book in 2 months. So I did get some reading in when I was away. I'll have to go back in and check that off. But everything else did, I did the hair appointment and all the things I had to remember. I didn't write in too many goals. I just want to save for our family Poconos trip. That is one of them. And I haven't written in our happy moments yet, but that will definitely be coming from our trip. I really like how that came out. And let's get to, we're not in May. We are in March. Okay, so I am actually editing this part into the video, because originally when I filmed the planner flip, I don't know what I was thinking, but I went from my monthly directly into my daily pages and completely forgot about March's weeklies. So I'm going to edit this in and we're going to do March. I was starting my edits and I'm like, wait a minute, I forgot something. So this won't be long, but in case you're wondering if the lighting or the position or the fact that I have a sweatshirt on because I'm always cold, that's why. All right, so the first week of March, I think this is when I started to kind of change the sidebar a little bit. So in February, I tried the meal plan, which I do like. It's not terrible. And then we always have my me time over here on the side, which was including things like, let me see, affirmations, visualization, journaling, eating well, moving body, stuff like that. But then I decided to kind of change it up a little bit and have a little like chart for my cozy hobbies, because I think it's important for me to keep track of them. So this way I can see that I'm actually doing them. So I tried this sidebar out and I liked it, but I think it evolved a little bit as we go on through the month of March. Let's see, it was my aunt's birthday and I used the kit. No, did I use a kit? I didn't. I used some of the Lucky Charms flakes from the Thecoffeemonsterzco. I did like a rainbow washi sticker at the top, and then I used the Lucky Charm washi. Here's Poppy. She's been like all about planning today. No, Poppy. You make it very difficult, friend. We're trying to show everybody the planner. You can't be on the planner if we're going to show it to everybody. All right, come on, move over a little bit. Over here. Okay, so this is the week of March 11th through the 17th. I used a mixture of kits. So I think I used what I had left over from my January kit, because I really like that color, with some purple Tombow, and then I used the self-care washi because I think I was just not feeling, oh no, I'm sorry. So the IEP meeting was on Tuesday. This was me just figuring that I needed a week of self-care, and it ended up really needing a week of self-care because the kids had been sick. We had the IEP meeting on this day, and then the rest of the week I was just not in the greatest headspace, and then I started feeling sick towards the weekend. So this sticker selection was definitely on point, and then I started kind of changing this around a little bit. I did my sleep tracker at the top, and then I did cozy hobbies and my habits. So what I did was I had seen Helen from the Thecoffeemonsterzco, she had done a little tracker with her little icons. So I thought it looked really cute. So I decided to kind of do something similar. And I started off with my sleep tracker this week. I don't think I liked this so much with the sleep tracker on the top because then I ended up changing it. But what I did was I broke things apart. So I have my cozy hobbies, and then if I remember correctly, I completely forgot what because they're not all the right icons. So then I created a key and I stuck it in here so I would remember what the icon stood for. But I do like how this, like what I have for my sidebar, I just didn't like the order I put it in. So this was what I use here. I think I used a mixture of just sunny day stickers. I was really wanting some sunshine. I'm not sure if it was actually sunny because we haven't had any sunshine really. Did I skip a page? No, I don't know why I felt like it did. So I think this is the way that it's going to stay. So my sidebar is my habits, and that is things like taking my vitamins, taking a walk, eating well, drinking enough water, visualization, affirmations, things like that. And then my cozy hobbies are journaling and reading, coloring, diamond painting, and gaming. So I don't fill it out every day. I'm certainly not going to get to everything in a day, but I like to see what I'm doing the most of. And to me, that's going to show me like what, I think I said this in another video, it's not about finding the time, because even when it's something I want to do, sometimes I don't feel like getting up to do it. I know that sounds crazy and weird, but that's just what happens. So I'm kind of tracking to see like, what do I do the most? Like, what do I do like effortlessly, if that makes sense? And not necessarily focus on those hobbies, but figure out what I'm not doing effortlessly and why, and what the block is. And then just kind of pushing myself to like start. Because once you start, you just kind of keep going. But yeah, so this was an ombre washi that I used. I used stuff from the Sunny Day kit. This was just like a mixture of a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I have some of Helen's favorite stickers. And then I think I gotten the Pen Pal. I think it was Pen Pal, or it was like Pay It Forward. That's what it is, the Pay It Forward. So I used some of those stickers. I thought they all kind of went pretty well. And it was just to have like a nice cheery like week, because we're not having very many cheery days, but. And then this is the last full week of March. I went with Tulip Fields. These colors are so beautiful together. I actually think I'm probably going to get another kit just because I'm really liking the greens with the orange, and I just like the color combinations, the same colors like for the March monthly. And I really like how this spread came out. This was the week this was just last week. So this is when we were traveling, and I just kind of filled in the days that we were away with just some different things that we did. Because obviously I'm away, I don't have like the regular routine of things like I would at the beginning of the week. So I just kind of filled it in with just some things that we did. This color scheme I'm obsessed with. I think it's so pretty. And then this is how the sidebar has been coming along. And then I just put in nope, vacay. So I didn't do anything like take the vitamins or eat well or any of that. And I didn't do any visualization or affirmations while I was away. I really didn't do very much. I journaled a couple of times. I played my game. And I read a little bit, which I'm still not done with my book. Because when I say I read a little bit, I read for like 10 minutes and then somebody interrupted me, which is okay. I just take little pockets of time when I'm away because it's a lot visiting. So I just kind of hang out in my room for a little bit. But I really didn't I took a lot of my things with me, and I just did a little bit of journaling, and I just wrote in here a little bit. But other than that, I didn't do much. But as you can see, I did do my cozy hobbies. So I did have a chance to do those things. I gamed, I journaled. But I really like how this sidebar looks. And I think that's how we're probably going to continue with it. I did like the meal planning that I did in February. That was nice. But I don't always follow it. So I'm wondering if maybe I can like do it on a weekend or something, or maybe like down like in the later hours of Monday and create like my own like meal plan. I used to put the washi like almost like at the 11 o'clock hour, and then use this bottom section. And then I started really liking it at the bottom and having the full page, but we'll see. Maybe I will just do something like that and have like my to-dos like I used to have, and then like a meal plan. I don't know. But right now, I'm really liking how this sidebar looks, and it's pretty satisfying for me when it's all filled out anyways, which, you know, some weeks we don't get there, but some weeks we do, and I really like how it looks. So, all right. Now we're going to get back into the daily pages. So here we go. Okay. So I think I've said this now in the last two flip throughs. I haven't done anything on these blank pages. I probably will go back to a certain point and start filling some of them in. Last year, I used a few of them as currently pages. I'm thinking I might start doing that again. I just don't know how I want it to look. So apologies for not having this done again, but maybe for April. That should be an April goal, I guess. All right, new month. Happy March. We're going to start on the 1st. Let's see. I treated myself to a Starbucks. I've actually treated myself to several Starbucks. It's like a thing. When we go away, I get some Starbucks. So, but usually it's only like once a month. That's one of those low spend things. So I treated myself to a Starbucks. I had to pick up Weston. Oh, that's right. This is a Friday. Okay, so I remember this day. I had to pick up Weston in the back of because he was very dysregulated, and it was because of a homework thing. But by the time we made it like around the corner, he was fine and he was happy, and you know, he was sad because he didn't have a perfect week at school. So, but that didn't last very long. So, these are washi tape stickers, and I was just running my hand over them, and like they melt so well into this Temu paper. I absolutely love it. I went with these just, again, like I said, this planner is 99.9% TheCoffeemonsterzco, but I do use some other things in here. And I was really liking, I think the Washi Tape Shop had sent me, they're so good to me, the Washi Tape Shop. They like to send me different rolls of washi to share with you guys, and I really like this one. It was very, it was all food basically, and I liked the colors. I thought they were really pretty, but I did my spread using these because then I did my mail plan. I really liked what I made that week, so I wanted to write it down. I'm trying to like just be a little bit more. So I love to journal. This is like maybe little snippets of what happened in my day. I do have other journals that I'm a little bit more, I go into more depth. Like I have a very personal journal that I use. I use some note pages sometimes in my Hobonichi weeks. I do have this little bullet journal, and I've been using it for quite a while. I use it for my affirmations, and I've actually been using it for journaling prompts. Or at least I've been trying to, because I didn't really get into this one that much. That's why we haven't really done a flip through, but maybe I should start bringing this into the mix. So this way I'm held accountable and we can see where that takes us. But I'm also using it to kind of practice bullet journaling because I don't think that I'm very good at it. It hasn't been something that I've really dabbled in. So I'm using it as practice. And, you know, little by little, progress, not perfection, right? So just trying different things. Oh, Spencer was sick. What did she have? We thought she had a stomach bug. Then she popped like a really high-ish fever. It was 102. And then we're like going back and forth. Is it strep? Is it a stomach bug? We couldn't figure it out. And then later that night, I remember she was just like throwing up a lot. So, we figured it was a stomach bug, but it ended up being a strep. We'll find that out on the next page. But sometimes I didn't do very much this day. It was, Spencer didn't feel well. I did like the bare necessities. I prepped out breakfast, I did the laundry, that kind of thing. And then like, I just filled this in with all the different emotions. And we did some snuggles and love because she was just really not feeling well. She was homesick on Monday because of the fever. And when, by the time we got to lunchtime this day, her throat was like really, really red and all the things, still the high fever. So I took her to the doctor's and she was positive for strep. So, and our doctor actually saw us because I was supposed to go see another doctor. Ours was booked, but then when she saw that we were on the schedule, she took us, which was really nice. Once we got the antibiotics into her, she was doing much better. She slept, all the things. And then we had the TheCoffeemonsterzco 8-year anniversary sale, and I wrote down everything that I managed to get myself. Spencer and I watched the Teenage Kraken. It was pretty good, I have to say. I've seen better, but it was pretty good. And it was really nice just hanging out and spending time. Spencer and I used to spend time all together, like all the time when Weston was at school. And we kind of missed that, I guess. So it's nice every once in a while. Not so nice when she's not feeling well, but when she's feeling a little bit better, it's nice. And the stickers that I used, I went with, because of March, I think I did Lucky Charms, the washi tape, and then I was using the flakes that were from last year's anniversary sale, I think, but kind of went with the whole March theme. March was very strange. We had St. Patrick's Day and Easter all in the same month, and it was really hard. Like, typically I decorate for all the seasons, like, or for all the holidays. We decorated for Valentine's Day, and then normally I decorate for St. Patrick's Day, but it was just so close to Easter, and then we weren't going to be here for Easter, so I haven't really decorated, which is kind of strange. But my planner is definitely the Luck of the Irish ready with these Lucky Charms, and I thought it suited this month. All right, let's see. I went out with my mom. This is Wednesday. Usually we go out on Wednesdays. I had a great day. Oh, this was when I sprained my ankle. I went to get money out of the ATM and I fell. Well, I walked out of the car. I got out of the car, not on my foot. I rolled right onto my ankle and I was hurting pretty bad. So I was saying I might need to go for an x-ray. It was a rainy day on Thursday. I have like this thing when it's raining, like today it's raining, and for me, I hate going out in the rain. I don't like it. I like to be home. I want to be cozy. And then like in my mind, I'm like, all right, because it's raining, gives me an excuse to kind of like relax and like read, play a game, that kind of stuff. So what did I do? I was going to curl up with my new book and I was going to start playing Stardew Valley. But I had to change of plans. Oh, that's right. My phone rang and it was Weston. His stomach was really bothering him. So he asked me to go pick him up. That's right. Oh my gosh. This was like the week. This was the craziest week. So Spencer finally went back to school on Wednesday. I rolled on my foot. I should have gone to get the x-ray done on Thursday, but I was like, no, you know what? I'm just going to stay home with my foot up. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to relax and play my game. And then I got a phone call from Weston that he wasn't feeling well and his stomach felt weird. And asked if I would come pick him up. So I did. And then he got sick 3 times. And I'm like, oh no, does he have the stomach bug? So I kept him home on Friday because his stomach was not good. So I took him to the doctors figuring, well, maybe he has strep too. He didn't. It was negative for strep. His Weston update, really bad headache and stomach aches. He had a headache, stomach ache. He had been sick many times through the night. And then I was told by my husband that I needed to go get an x-ray on my foot, and I tore the ligament and I sprained it. So that was fun. This is a crazy week. Saturday, I was so tired. Oh, and then we had, let's see, party time. We had a party. Had a blast. She was really excited to give. Oh, yeah, this was the day. Okay, so on the 9th of March, I had to. So mind you, I told my parents I would take them to the airport. When I told them, it was like 2 weeks prior when I wasn't expecting my child to be sick. So I was both my children to be sick in a week, and I was exhausted from that. And then we got an invitation to a birthday party for Spencer's little bestie. And suddenly I was like, oh no, I still have to take my parents to the airport. And like, you know, they couldn't just have like an 8 o'clock flight in the morning. They decided they were going to fly out at 6 o'clock or something like that. It was like 5:45. So I had to get up. Now, mind you, I don't live that far away. Neither one of us really live that far away from the airport. Honestly, if you live in Rhode Island, nothing is that far away. But I was like, why don't you guys stay here? And then you're already here and we could just go from, you know, my house or whatever. And my mom was like, no, I'm too nervous to do that. I need to make sure my house is locked up in case I forget anything. I don't want to be there and then say, oh no, totally get it. So this, again, conversations were happening long before this crazy week of sprained ankles and sick children at a birthday party. But I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I slept from like 10 to 2, got up, woke up a little bit, got to my parents' house, got them packed up into my car, drove them to the airport, and then came home and went back to sleep for just like an hour or two. And I felt so bad because Joe's a night owl. He usually goes to bed around 2 or 3, especially on like a Friday night, because he games. So he'll do his online gaming with his friends, and they usually stay up until like 2, 3 in the morning. So when I got up to leave to go take him to the airport, that would have been when he was going home. And apparently my husband loves me and he worries about me because he didn't want to go to bed. He wanted to make sure I got home okay and I was in the house and all the things. So he didn't go to bed. And then both of us were so tired. But in hindsight, Joe thinks that he had the stomach bug, and that's why he was so tired, because his stomach was a little iffy for like 2 days. And then continue on in this, and you'll see how my stomach was a little iffy. But after the party, she had a great time. But it was so gross because it was one of those indoor type play things. Like, it wasn't launch, but it was similar, with ball pits and slides and petri dishes everywhere. Blech, gross. So anyways, but she had fun, so that's fine. We did DoorDash for dinner, and then I decided to have a rotting in bed, or in my cozy chair, I should say, and I did all the things. I did some gaming, some journaling, some readings, all that stuff. So that was a nice way to, like, you know, end the tired day. Then we went right into daylight savings, because why not? I was already exhausted. Why not? Let's lose an hour. And it was also Mario Day, and we played Mario Kart with the kids. And I won one of the contests that Allie had from according to Allie. I was really excited. Stay tuned for that. I have that order, and I'm planning on showing you guys when I do a plan with me in my new Sterling Ink Traveler's Notebook vertical planner. So if you're interested in that, hit that bell notification so you will be notified. That'll be coming up this week. And let's see, Wes had no school. Why did Wes not have school? Oh, I kept him out because he was still iffy with his stomach. And I was afraid that I just didn't want him to get sick at school or anything like that. So I kept Weston home. I was definitely feeling extremely tired, and I was off my game for the last week or so. Yeah, because that's what happens when my kids get sick. I get like super duper anxious and like, oh my gosh, with my kids. So was just not feeling, not like feeling like myself, but I was just really tired and all the things, and like trying to like get over certain, like, you know, them being sick and getting used to the daylight savings. And then this was the night before our IEP meeting. So if you've been around the channel for a minute, you heard about the IEP meeting. I'm not going to really get too much into it because we've already kind of like resolved it, but this was the day after. I didn't do anything. That's why I highlighted all the things I didn't do. The meeting went awful. It was very bad. I've had many years of IEP meetings, and I really love his team this year, and I was not expecting the meeting to go the way that it did. And it really affected me and my mental state, understandably. So I didn't journal on Wednesday and Thursday, and that's okay. Like, I did a lot of diamond painting and some coloring and some gaming because I just needed something more than this, and I just didn't feel like it, and that's okay. It's my journal. So finally Friday. Let's see. I was taking it easy. I had to write Weston's teacher an email because I had to talk about how I did not like what happened at the IEP meeting, and request that we either have another one or we figure it out, because he's entitled to a fair and equitable education like everybody else. I went to my mom's house and fed the cats. We had pizza night. Oh, I wrote down what I made. I did 1 cheese, 1 ham and mushroom, which was so good, and then the spinach and feta, which is also so good. I went to bed early because I wasn't feeling good. My stomach was bothering me. I was eating fine. Even Joe, when his stomach was bothering him, eating fine. We looked it up, and I guess, like, especially with adults, they don't necessarily always get sick, but their stomach might be uneasy, but just super, super tired and just not feeling 100% in the stomach. And I was mad because I had missed out the following Friday, because usually when Joe goes and does his gaming, I have all this free time to myself at night, which is different. And then, like, you know, I'm trying to watch a show, or I play my game, or whatever. I get lost down the YouTube rabbit hole. But I was so tired, I went to bed early. So I kind of lost 2 Friday nights. But it was all right. Feeling sick. Not good. This was Saturday. I was not feeling good. I actually got up. I felt so gross. And then I went back to sleep for 2 hours. And then I started to feel better. And we went to Five Guys. So it just tells you the state of my stomach. It wasn't that I felt nauseous. I didn't get sick. I didn't go to the bathroom. It was just this like weird, like just body yuck feeling that I wasn't really digging. But what I could eat fine, and it didn't make me feel sick if I ate. So I'm not sure what it was. Joe felt the same way with Weston getting sick, and then even Spencer starting off getting sick. I'm like, I think we had a stomach bug and we had strep. But we went to Five Guys for the first time. I was not expecting to spend $70 at Five Guys. Don't get me wrong. Good burgers, good fries, decent. But that's a lot for that kind of a restaurant. And I'm finding that often now. Like places like Panera, even McDonald's cost us $40. But granted, that was in a road like at a rest stop, so everything's more money there, but $70 to eat at Five Guys. And all we did was get 3 burgers, a hot dog, and some fries. That was a lot. So try not to do this very often, but Weston really wanted to try it. And, you know, I try not to say no to my kids a lot, but it was fine. $70 though is a bit much, I think, for this kind of food. Okay, then we had Sunday, which was St. Patrick's Day, and I really like how this came out. I just kind of did a bunch of the Coffee Monster Co., the flakes, the, oh my gosh, Lucky Charms flakes. I really like how they are on this paper. And then we do this thing where like the kids, or at school, the kids have the leprechaun come in and they cause so much trouble. And during distance learning, I had leprechaun come here. And ever since then, Weston kind of like fixated on that. And like, oh man, these Pinterest moms are killing me. But he fixated on it, and it was like, I got away with saying that the leprechaun only went to the school, but since I tried to bring school home during distance learning, I kind of like, I did it to myself. But he was wondering when he woke up Sunday morning if the leprechaun had come, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't think so. And he was okay with it, but we tried to make it up. We did some green shamrock pancakes. We put green M&Ms in them, and then we tried to do green root beer floats, except it's been a while since we've made a root beer float, and I forgot to put the root beer in the fridge, so it was cold, so it kind of melted the ice cream. Very green. We were successful in the green part. Kids didn't really like it. I think if the root beer was cold and it kept the ice cream from melting like that and it becoming more of like a cream soda, they would have liked it better. So Joe and I drank theirs, but whatever. There's no shame in my game. And then I put Erin Go Bra, except I forgot the U, and that's okay because I put this on Instagram and no one said it, so I appreciate that. But there's that. It was one of those moments where I was really into my hand lettering and completely forgot a letter. But whatever. Okay, so we've got new week. I was excited for the day. I was going to get my hair done. This is my big day of going to get my hair done. I hadn't had my hair dyed for a year and a half. I let all my gray grow in, and then I decided to go get my hair dyed. Showed her my my picture, and then I was a little let down because it came out definitely more red, because there was no red in the picture I showed her. So I was a little disappointed. I didn't really like it. But we'll continue on with that. Let's see. Oh, I didn't write it down, but this was Sunday night. Joe and I gamed in our office. So we've been kind of like, we have a computer in our office and a futon that really needs to be replaced by a more comfortable couch. But we got a TV in there, and it's becoming like our gamer cozy room. Like it's just like a all-purpose function room for the family. And Joe gamed on the computer because it's primarily his gaming platform, and currently mine is the Switch because I don't have a computer, and that's fine. I'll get one someday. But I sat on the couch and I gamed on my Switch. We just had like some Expedition Unknown or Expedition X playing on the TV, and it was just nice to be in the same room together because like he wants to game on the computer and it's in another room. So it's nice that we're kind of like making this all-purpose like cozy room for us, and we really enjoyed doing that on Monday. We did it again we did it on Sunday, and we really enjoyed it. So we did it again on Monday for a change of scenery. We've been playing hanging in the office and gaming. So it's been nice. It's pretty cool. Mom failed today. Oh, my hair took longer than I expected. This is where I think my hair went wrong. I had told her that I had to leave at a certain time so I could go pick up Weston. And halfway, or not even halfway through my hair, she was like, wait, what time did you need to leave? And I told her, and then I think she got nervous. I don't think she left the bleach on as long as she probably could have, because I went back for the second underneath part because we didn't have enough time to do the whole thing, because suddenly I was going to be late picking up Wes, and I was. So I had to have someone else get him. And that's okay. It takes a village, but I was a little embarrassed. But it's okay. Tuesday was the first day of spring. I ended up going to Target, I think, that morning, and I got some clarifying shampoo, and I washed out some of the toner the night before, and then I washed it again on Tuesday to get some more of that red out. And my Coffee Monster Co. order came in. Love this. This is like, you're going to see it too, but I'm obsessed with this washi. Kind of wish I got two, but I don't know. I don't know if I'd actually use it all. Okay, happy hump day. It was a nice day. I went to Oh, I went to my mom's and I fed her cats. And then I decided last minute, because I was hanging out, spending some time at her house. I was like probably doing some editing or something just to hang out with the cats, because like that was their first time being left alone. And then I decided on a whim, I started researching like eyebrow lamination, and Ulta does it. So I went there, I made an appointment, and I got it done. And I think I like it. So I did the brow laminating, and then I did a brow tint and a little bit of like a wax, because they were bad. But I think I like it. I'm looking for something where I don't have to put on makeup in the summertime. I don't like wearing makeup in the summer, just a little bit. And then if I go swimming or whatever, I don't have makeup all over my face, but my eyebrows don't look done because I do my eyebrows. I am a product of an overplucker from the 90s. So I have thin eyebrows, and I've gotten into the habit of doing my eyebrows when I do my makeup. So in the summertime, when I'm not doing my makeup, I have these little tiny eyebrows, and they're really thin. So I decided to do this laminating thing. So far, I like it. Although if I had one criticism, I think that when she trimmed my eyebrows, she trimmed my left one a little too short. But it was just trimming, not like waxing or anything. So it'll definitely grow. And then I'm planning on doing it again, probably towards the end of June. We'll see. But I'm enjoying them. My eyebrows look pretty good. They actually look pretty bushy. And I'm like, I never thought in 1,000 years I'd want bushy eyebrows. But here we are. So far, so good. I really would love to get the, what is it called? Microblading done. But I'm really afraid that somebody will mess it up. And then I'll look like, I don't know, Herman Munster, or have a unibrow, or just have like really big, thick eyebrows that don't work, or, And so I've been afraid, and I have to do some research. Like, I don't really know if there's anybody in Rhode Island that does a good job. I don't even know anybody who's had it done, especially in Rhode Island. So if you're in Rhode Island and you've had your eyebrows done, the microblading, or if you know somebody who has and you can recommend someone to me, I would appreciate it. No guarantee I'm actually going to do it, but it's something I've been looking into and kind of thinking about, because I think that would be the best possible thing to do. This was Thursday. This was a crazy day. Joe worked late this day, I think. Yes, because this was Weston's concert, and I didn't write about it. Oh, because they didn't come back. Maybe I'll do a little blurb about it. This was the night of Weston's clarinet concert, like a band concert, and he got up and he did an announcement that we weren't expecting. We didn't even know. He didn't tell us. I was like, did you know you were doing this? He's like, yeah, I knew. And he didn't tell us. So we were super proud of him. And then I did leave this spot here, but we got out of the concert later. It was probably like 6:30, 7 o'clock. We were soaked. It was pouring rain. So I'm glad I remember what happened, so I can write it in here. But by the time we came in, the kids took their showers. We took our showers. I probably just felt so tired. I didn't feel like it. So I'm going to make sure I come back to this and fill this in. This was Thursday. I had so much to do. I had a super busy day. I had an appointment with my neurologist. Let's see. And then I was going shopping. I had to go to the markets and all the things. I ended up going to get my mom some groceries, bring them to her house and put them away. And there was something that happened in my city. That's right. That was this day. There was, I don't really want to talk about it, but there was a shooting, where a father shot his 4-year-old son and then shot himself. And it was very close to home. The little boy actually attended the preschool that I worked at last year. I didn't have him in any of my classes, but I do remember who he was. And when you're outside doing recess, you kind of get to know all the littles from all the different classrooms. It was a really sad day. And I did not really handle that really well, because it's just really sad and all the things. So I decided to do dinner was McDonald's, and that was it. And I hugged my kids. Hugging my babies extra tight tonight. It was just really sad. I feel really, really bad for that mom. Terrible tragedy. Okay, moving on. I don't want to dwell on that too much. Friday was a cozy hobby day. I stayed home and did absolutely nothing except my hobbies. I played my Dreamlight Valley. I did some diamond painting, and I did some reading. But relaxing is hard. And I'm asking myself here, why is it so hard just to relax? I managed to do it without feeling bad today. But when I go to relax, it's one of those things where I want to. I want to relax, but then everything else that I need to do is kind of like rolling through my mind. And then I feel lazy and I feel like I shouldn't be sitting there reading a book, or I shouldn't be sitting there playing a game. Or I have this opposite thing that happens where I really want to color, or I really want to do diamond painting or play my game, but I can't find the motivation to get up to do what I really want to do. I need to just like get up and start and just do it. Because it's never about time. It's always about motivation, or sitting there doing it and then not feeling bad or feeling lazy, because I'm not by any means, but it's hard. It's work in progress. We're getting there. This year is about simplicity, so I can keep my schedule simple and streamline things so I can make more time without feeling guilty, because we're all entitled to have time to ourselves to pour into our cup. Like they say, you have to put the oxygen mask on you before you can save anybody else. And that's true here with self-care as well, whatever it looks like for you or for me. Okay, this is when I start going a little crazy with the newspaper washi, because I just love it. I love it. Where is I use this packaging to make this, hold on, to make the newspaper like dashboard. And stay tuned, because I do have more packaging and I'm going to do a video on how I do it. And it's the same with any type of plastic packaging. So I'm excited to share that with you guys, but I'm obsessed with this newspaper. I think it's actually in the back of this too, on my back cover. So I went a little crazy with that. Spencer and I went to get oh no, I lied. I went to go get my hair redone on Friday night. Not redone, but she had to finish up doing the full highlight, like the full part, because like I do it all underneath. And then I ended up getting my hair cut. Because let's see, there was no more red in it, but it kind of looked very similar to the way it looked before I decided to let my hair grow out. So I don't know, maybe it's a work in progress. I'm not sure. I have a lot of struggle with blonde, and like the ash blonde with like some platinum in there. And, I guess she saw some warmth, which there probably was just a little smidge, but anyways, it's better now. It's not 100% what I wanted, but definitely okay. And it looks good. So it's fine. Maybe next time it'll come out a little bit more similar. Took Spencer for her haircut. We had a bad rainstorm this day, but I took Spencer for her haircut. We were supposed to have like a girls' day, but then because of the rain was coming, we decided to go get her haircut. Joe went and took Weston for his haircut, and then we met up at home and we went to my mom's house so we could like do litter boxes, make sure the cats were okay. And I was really happy that we did that, because my parents, their flight was delayed and they were stuck in St. Martin when they were supposed to come home because of the weather that was happening all up and down the East Coast. So they got stuck overnight, so they didn't come in like they were supposed to. But and my Sterling Traveler's Notebook Planner came in. I was so excited about that, and I'm really glad I decided to get it. Still have no idea what I'm going to use it for, but we are just going to use it, and then whatever it evolves to, that's fine, because it's a really nice planner. I like it. In other news, the kids look so good, and I was really glad that I went and fed the cats. Look how cute that is. So like I'm kind of going for this like ripped apart like newspaper look, you know. You kind of see like it'll start coming in. You'll see it. Weekends are too short. I was feeling like I needed more time. I did some journaling and some diamond painting. I'm trying to make it a point to like write down. Part of my to-do list is doing hobbies. Like put it on your calendar. You're going to keep the appointment with yourself. But it was just so bad with rain yesterday, and then my parents' flight was delayed and they still couldn't get home. They were able to go to North Carolina on Sunday, but they still couldn't come home until Monday. Which kind of messed up my planning, because we were getting ready to go away ourselves this week, and I had some things that I needed to do. I wanted to do some planning, some filming, some reels and things like that. So I had everything ready to go before I left for my trip. So this is a little like, oh no, but I was really glad that they were coming home and they were safe. So they came in on Monday. Spencer started with this cough again. She had this cough back in December, so she started having like this cough. And then what ends up happening is, I thought maybe it was strep, but it wasn't. But what ends up happening is she's not sleeping well, and then her back starts to hurt, and like her chest hurts from coughing so much. And it's just like this post-nasal drip cough. But she ended up going to school Tuesday. Spencer is sick, kind of. She didn't have strep. We looked. I checked her throat. No strep, no fever. Her throat didn't hurt. It was just this cough. But I ended up taking her out of school a little early. It was in between my filming. The nurse had called. She wasn't feeling well. I had her come home so she could rest. I was like stuck between a rock and a hard place. It's like, is she getting sick? We're going away. Should I have her stay home to rest? But then she's going to miss more school. And like, I hate that I have to choose between like my kids like being comfortable if they don't feel well. Because I mean, like really, like if you don't feel good or if you're, you're not going to learn very well. And it's better to rest and then you don't get worse kind of thing. But she ended up coming home early, and I guess she really just needed that extra little bit of sleep because then she woke up okay on Wednesday. I have my packing list going on here because I decided to start packing on Tuesday. Best decision I've ever made, just FYI. And I got mostly everything packed, and then I was doing a small load of laundry. That's all that needed to be done, which, like I said, was the best decision that I've made because Wednesday, I woke up with the worst migraine I have ever had, I think, in the last, I don't know, how many years have I been getting migraines? It started when I was 18. I'm 42. Do the math. I don't know. I can't do it right now. It's too early. This is probably the worst one. Joe said that he's seen me with worse, and I probably just forget because it's been so long since I've been on like a good rescue medication and like just different like management medication. But it felt like it was like a 20. Like there was no scale of 1 to 10. It was off the ripta. It was a 20. It was so bad. Joe was like a little nervous. I was crying. I felt like I was going to throw up. He ended up staying home, thankfully. He helped me. He got the kids ready to school, took them to school. He wanted to stay home with me, but I told him to go to work because I was fine. And then I ended up, after I slept for a couple hours, he gave me some toast. He gave me some Motrin that was on top of my migraine medication. Gave me an ice bag, and I said to him, I'm fine, you can go to work. It's just having someone there to make the toast for me and give me the medicine was so awesome because it's hard for me, especially in that state when I don't feel good, to get up and like stand up and do the things. So it was really nice. Very, very grateful for Joe. We have a really great relationship. We try to keep it as equitable as we possibly can. We both take care of each other. Sometimes we take care of each other in different ways, but I definitely needed that on Wednesday. So I'm glad he was around, and I was glad that he has a job that is understanding and it works for a great place. So anyways, that was helpful. Getting the kids ready, took them to school. I sent them off to work. I'm like, I'm fine. He was nervous, but I'm like, nope, I promise I wouldn't send you to work if I wasn't fine. So I fell asleep for a couple hours. He went to work. And then I ended up picking up my mom. I had to go to BJ's, had to go to Walmart, get some more Easter things, stuff like that, little last minute things, like traveling things. And then this was the rest of what I needed to do to get ready because we were leaving the next morning. Extra, more laundry just when she thought she was done. Because I guess I realized that there were other things that I needed to wash to be clean for our trip. And then I did a little note here of everything I was packing for my trip in my planner bag. And then I needed to edit some reels and some YouTube videos. And then this was when we were traveling. So this is the day that we left. We were up bright and early. It was like really misty and yucky out and cloudy. But let's see. So far this morning, we're right on schedule. I have to do some edits while we're on the road, but I'm happy with all the content I have for the next few days. I was really proud of myself. Like I feel like I'm trying really hard to not procrastinate and just do the things because typically I will wait like 3 months to do a task that takes me 5 minutes. So I'm trying to get better with that. I'm trying to recognize that it's not me being lazy. It's just some executive functioning issues or some anxiety or, things like that. So if I just kind of like push through it, never read that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins, but I know the gist of it just from different YouTube videos. So I'm kind of trying that. I'm just trying to like, just do it now. Or like when I'm reading like decluttering things, it's like, don't put it down, put it away. So it's kind of like, kind of live that way. Like, don't put it down, just do it, if that makes sense. So I was really pleased being packed ahead of schedule, having the content that I had done, even though there's some minor things, but very minimal anxiety, which I was really proud of because typically I get really anxious when I'm going on trips just because, just my nature. But this trip, the anxiety levels were definitely lower. And no, I have not started the anxiety medication yet. In case you're wondering, I'm still very nervous about taking it, but we'll see what happens. I actually want to talk to my primary care and see if she has any other suggestions or if she would go with the same medication, and then just maybe just try it. I hate being so nervous about the medication. But anyways, this was a nice relaxing trip. So that was good. We made it safe and sound. 10 hours later, we had a nice trip. Happy to be there. Oh, and it was nice because, I wrote here, I missed the sun because it was so rainy. But when we drove into Pennsylvania, it was sunny and beautiful. It was like sunny and beautiful halfway into New York, but sunny and beautiful. But I wrote, it was so nice. PA welcomed us with beautiful sunshine instead of crazy weather, because usually we get like tornadoes and rainstorms and blizzards. So that was nice. Friday, we had H&K Donuts. It's pretty traditional when we go into town. My mother-in-law gets up and she goes and gets like a big box of fresh donuts. And these were all the kinds that we had. We had like Boston cream, cinnamon rolls, jelly sticks. So it's fun. My kids love that. And we had a family dinner. And then my mother-in-law and Joe and I played cards. And then this is like, I kind of try to do like a little newspaper article thing. So Saturday, we didn't do too much of anything, but I wanted to document, like, I slept in because we didn't have a chance to sleep in on Friday. So I got to sleep in on Saturday. My sister-in-law came over, played Yahtzee with the kids, and then we played cards. We had a family dinner. We treated my in-laws to Texas Roadhouse. We had some gift cards, that I couldn't use here. So we brought them with us and we used them there, and we were able to treat them for dinner. So that was really nice. And then my mother-in-law didn't have to cook. And then I took some time to myself, just played, I caught up on some YouTube, and I think I'm going to play a little bit of my game. And then me and Joe and my mother-in-law played cards. And then, set up like Easter stuff, hid the eggs, things like that. And then Sunday was Easter. So we had a nice day. Family came over. The kids had an Easter egg hunt. I got to see my niece, who is very, very, very pregnant, and so excited to be able to visit with them and all of that. Such an exciting time. So that was fun. But I was very tired. It's so hard traveling and being there on the holidays. It's so exhausting, but it's so worth it. But oh man. So I was tired. And then that's it. And then we went right into April. Like, we got home, it was April 1st and all the things. So that is the March flip through. I feel like it went by in a blink of an eye. I think at one point I was like, oh yeah, I'll set up my March monthly in the Hobonichi weeks. And then I looked at the calendar. I'm like, oh, there's like 5 days left in March. Never mind. So it went by pretty fast. Let me know in the comments if your month of March seemed to go by pretty fast too. Or if it was just me. I don't know. Maybe it was just me from all the different things that were going on in the trip and the kids getting sick and all that. Maybe that just made it, they say, time flies when you're having fun. Time flies when things are happening. But anyways, let me know down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed this flip through. I enjoy doing them. It's nice to be able to kind of like look back. Like, I have my Hobonichi cousin from last year on the shelf. And, I often ask myself, like, okay, so do I keep it forever? I do have journals that I've kept throughout the years. But do I keep it forever? Do I keep it for a year? Like, maybe do I keep it for reference? The tricky part with having a planner like this that has like a planner and a journal in it is that I don't necessarily want to get rid of the journal. But I don't necessarily pick it up and just read it either, if that makes sense. So going through it with you guys and doing a full month planner check-in is kind of cool, because then I can kind of go back and see like all the things that happened in the month. Maybe things in hindsight are a little different, a little better, a little worse, whatever. So I enjoy it. So thank you so much for sticking around for this planner flip through for the month of March. If you are still here, I appreciate you so much. I know we're all busy, so taking time out of your day to come and hang out with me is very much appreciated. If you're not already subscribed to the channel and it's something you're interested in doing, go ahead and do that now so you don't forget, and hit that little bell notification. And then don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, or any other video on our channel. It really helps us out, and we truly appreciate it. And until I see you again, have a beautiful week and keep planning. Bye.